son. So what happened was the government called the brother named Rico and asked Rico, because Rico was the one that was affiliated with Ambassador Nathaniel Barnes. I only went because Baba told me that I could go talk to the ambassador himself about his diplomatic immunity. And I did. And he did confirm that Baba was a diplomat with full immunity.
I remember when I was in the bookstore, man, the one in Charlotte. You know, Dr. York was locked up, and he had been locked up for, I think, about 10 years. Yeah, about 10 years. And within those 10 years, you know, prior to me being in the Charlotte bookstore, we would sign all these petitions, and it was just nerve-wracking. You know, they would come up with new ideas and new ways to get him out. You know, and everything that they tried to do always failed. And it failed miserably. You know, especially the whole thing with him being a Liberian citizen.
Dr. Get to Liberia, Dr. Malachi York.
An inmate at a correctional facility. If you would, thank you for using PayTel Communications. Go ahead.
Yo?
Greetings, Consul General. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Where we left off, you were talking about how all the officials have been notified in regards to your diplomatic status.
All people who are part of this case, from the federal to the state, has been given a package right from my consulate post, and it states in detail, you know, who I am, when I am, why I am, and how I am protected by the Vienna Convention, and how they should have never taken me into custody. I should have never undergone all this scrutiny. I should have never undergone all this torture.
Question: Is there any truth to a person by the name of Dr. Malachi Z. York being? Is there any truth to a person by the name of Dr. Malachi Z. York, a Liberian citizen at all? Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I'm trying to find out is there any truth to
Who am I speaking with?
My name is James West. And there's a lot of stuff going on. Say that Dr. Malachi Z. York was won some kind of case in Liberia.
Pardon me?
Are y'all aware of that? Someone Malachi Z. York supposed to be like some type of Liberian diplomat, but he won a case in Liberia.
You won a case in Liberia?
Yeah.
Which group? What are you calling from, and what interest do you represent?
Because I used to be a follower of Malachi Z. York in America, and he, you know, if I don't know if you're aware of it, I'm pretty sure y'all probably got calls about it. He was arrested in 2002 or whatnot on molestation charges and other stuff, and they were saying that he had some type of connection to Liberia, and that we've been Nuwaupian been saying this for a while, and so they're saying that some type of case got won in Liberia, and he's supposed to be connected to that he was won some case and that he was free, and so
no. When you say he was free where? Is he in detention in Liberia?
I mean, it's hard to tell because last time we checked, he was locked up in Colorado, in the U.S. So,
but if he's still locked up in America, he's still here.
Yep.
And you know, this name, I don't know him personally, but we've heard of him and his activities. You know, he runs a criminal activity, and you know, we find his behavior criminal. We do not accord this man any kind of recognition as a government. I've heard about him. We follow his activities to some extent, and you know what he's been doing is criminal. He has no legitimate representation or a relationship with us at all.
Right, and the reason, and I'm calling because I wanted the permission to record the phone call because we got a lot of black people in America with all the struggles that we already going through as it is, and we have a lot of leaders that are not true, and so a lot of people are just so confused. And so as a person who used to be a follower, have dedicated a lot of my time to setting the record straight through the media and putting out a lot of
information. Here it is. I couldn't just speak recording and stuff. But what I can tell you, based on the information that you're requesting, that our government and our country do not have any relationship with this individual you're talking about.
Okay.
What we do know is that he's been involved in criminal activities with which our government and our country have no part to play.
Okay.
So we don't want any association with him. That's all. Okay. I just want to let you know. You wanted to know, and that's what I can tell you.
Okay.
That he has no relationship with our country and our government.
Wow.
And I speak as an official from the embassy here.
Okay.
Yes.
That's okay. Is any way? And that, I'm glad that you said that. Is there any type of paperwork that could be retrieved? That's something that we can get our hands on and put out, or some type.
I really don't know offhand. What I do know is that there's been matters dealing with this man, to which the representation have been made according to the appropriate agencies regarding whatever claims he's been making in time past.
Right.
That's about it.
Okay, so just for the record, that y'all have you or your country have no connection with the man known as Malachi Z. York, etc.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
We have no connection with him. We understand that he's involved in criminal activities, and we have no part to play. He is not associated with us in our country.
So he's not a Liberian diplomat. He has no.
He is not a Liberian diplomat. Serious. He is not a Liberian diplomat. He is not associated with our country in any legitimate way. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. What's your name is, sir?
My name is Gabriel Williams.
Gabriel Williams. Thank you so much. I appreciate your honesty, and all we just wanted the truth and the facts, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And greetings, Yassar. This is attorney Victoria Broussard. I represent Malachi York, and I've represented him since March of 2020. I've represented him in a number of matters since that time. I've represented him in the Georgia District in some post-judgment matters from the sentencing court. I've represented him in the District of Colorado in litigation against the BOP. And I also currently represent him in a clemency application that was filed in the summer of 2016, and that is still pending. That clemency application was filed during the Obama administration, and there was no disposition made on it at that time, which means that the clemency falls into the hands of the next president. I need to represent him again.
Now listen to this recording. And y'all not going to get me to erase this one. Hold on. What recording I got it? Recording number. Okay, I got it. Recording number. I ain't going to say the number. I'm about to play this for y'all. Listen to this. How was Ghana on the table when he's under investigation? Listen to this, family.
I already reported it to the police in Ghana, to the police headquarters, and they're doing an investigation, but I feel like they need, I'm not sure, like...
Hold on. That's Diamond talking, y'all. That's Diamond and I talking to the people at the embassy in Ghana. Listen to this.
Doing an investigation, but it's a little different there.
Can y'all hear me? Please let me know if y'all can hear me. And y'all can hear the recording before I begin. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear the recording? Somebody in the chat? Okay, good. Hold on.
Diamond?
I'm on a second.
Diamond? Hello, sir. This is her auntie. My name is Deborah. Yehuda Jackson. If you don't mind, sir, is it okay if I intercede to explain a few things to you? Because Diamond is really shaken up, and it's hard for her to express herself and communicate. Is it okay if I talk? I don't know if I can talk to you legally, or if you're only allowed to speak with her.
I think for this case, so I guess in regards to when it comes to what needs to be discussed, I guess at the end of the line, right now the embassy or our people on ground are taking the lead on this.
Oh, okay, thank you. She's just, it's just that she calls me crying all the time, and I just feel so bad as a woman. I don't have children, but I do know her little girl, and I used to I'm the woman who helped her escape the the situation. I paid for her to stay in a hotel. I sent her money through SendWave to get here to the United States. Since she's been here, I helped her get clothes and shoes. She's got a job now. She's trying to work, and I'm trying to help her hold her head above water. She's just shooken up about this because Child Protective Services got involved, and the child's father took her daughter from her. So she doesn't have custody of her daughter right now because they're trying to, sometimes people or families don't understand. They're trying to blame her for what happened to the little girl. So she's just shooken up about it. And also what I know, the man, Damon Alvin Pryor, he's a convicted felon. He's been arrested so many times, and he's also repeated this crime before here in the United States. And there's another family that he raped the little girl. The father of the child, her name is Nuwaupian Westbrook, I believe, is her the girl he raped in the United States. And then there's another girl named Vernalis Cameron. Her son, his name is Jamoki Cameron. He's sodomized her son. But what he did with this little boy was he brought the mother, Vernalis Cameron, to Ghana with their newborn child and her youngest son, and told her, I don't have the money to bring the other boy here to Ghana, so let's leave him with the mom, and when we get enough money, we'll pay for him to fly out through some type of, I don't know how children can fly or something like that. So what he did was he came back to the United States while he left the mother with their newborn child and her youngest son in Ghana, and he had the little boy with him. So Lord knows where he took this little boy, what he did with him the whole time he had the little boy, and then they flew back to Ghana together. So after a few months, the mother caught him sodomizing her son, and they got into a big fight. And she also went to the embassy to get an emergency passport, just like Diamond did, to fly back to the U.S. And I don't know where she is. She disappeared. No one's ever heard from her. But I heard about it, and I tried to reach out to her, and she kind of shunned away. I don't know why she did that, but she did go on Facebook, and she had posted a story about trauma that she went through with this Damon Alvin Pryor character. So I don't know where she is, but I do know that they do have it on record that Vernalis Cameron, she also left the embassy because of what he did to her son. So this man has done this several times. So I just wanted to state that to you in case you didn't know. I just wanted to let you know this for the record. If you need me to write a statement, if you need me to get in contact with the other parents so that they could write a statement or something, I don't know. But I just think that this is sad that this man, and I'm not blaming anyone, because men like that use the internet to lure women and their children to do these things. And I'm just sad for Diamond and the other children that were victims to him, because he's done it more than once. So I just wanted that to be known for the record.
Yes. So as I'm looking over the case, or at least everything, so there is a lot deeper going through about this particular situation, this case. On our end, from what I see, it is with a special agent right now for the Diplomatic Security Services.
Oh, okay.
I see the Reyes data.
I don't know if you know this. I have some more information in case you may want to take note. I'm sorry.
So for a lot of this, right, it's the embassy. People are handling this case.
Okay.
So I'm on the DC side.
Oh, great. So you're here in the U.S. Okay, good.
Okay, did y'all hear that? a pedophile. Man, get out of here.
Advice: do not judge this doctrine by watching the behavior of Panabab Buchanan nor his students. Judge this doctrine by the effectiveness of the information, aka affirmation, that you personally put to practical use. And I'm saying this from my years of being in this. I always say I've seen so many people come and go, unfortunately, and it's always some personal reason. It's never what we teach, for the most part. And because what I've noticed is people don't put what we teach into practice, because our whole doctrine is based on spiritual development. What's the point in joining an organization that deals with spirituality and you don't focus on developing your spiritual nature? And that's why people don't last, because they don't develop their spiritual nature, which is the whole essence of this organization. Now, if you're not a spiritual person, then you obviously was in the wrong organization. And I've come to realize that in so many individuals who come and go, what I've noticed is that they're not spiritual at all. So they're really wasting their time. And I think that's important, for people to understand. And we're going to get into that today, actually.
Because Leviathan is a sex force that's controlling and making them keep doing themselves to keep them trapped in this type of thing. And so until people understand, that's why I say that's why I say Leviathan is a sex force now.
But Tar, on that, let me play righteous advocate of sorts on that, because I understand what you said, reference the 5 or 6 children, etc. But there is a variance to that of sorts, because you've got the tribal element where if you ain't protecting your stuff, especially in East Africa, those countries, if you're not protecting your homestead of sorts, the other tribe who are no more than half a kilometer away at night, they're gonna come and do their night raids. Yeah. Outside of that, there's a governmental system, but the further and further you go out of the towns, it's pretty much they're governing themselves. So it's not. I don't think, and you could be indeed correct. I don't think the Leviathan spirit is saying, even though you're in this this deplorable position, you can't get food for yourself. I don't think they're saying, yeah, man, let's still produce children. I think it's a bit of, I guess, like maybe ignorance of sorts, and hope that they'll be able to survive, and the crops will be able to dealt with, or they can produce whatever they need to produce. But I get the point.
But see, what I'm talking about is the ones that's like when they show the Ethiopian commercials, and you see those are people with the skin and bones and all of that, but they still having children and they can barely eat. And they're starving. Those are the group of people I'm talking about, because they can't. Nobody's attacking and because they're not gonna be no use to the other side either way. Even if, you know what I'm saying, attacking maybe taking from them, but they already dirt poor. But Leviathan, when we talk about controlling in this sense, it doesn't care about the issues
surrounding.
It doesn't care. See, it like over here, you can see the system. You can see where we just, especially since 1970 when they broke the family up, and then they split the protective male from the female, and then they took the jobs and the farms away, and a lot of people start giving up farming to go to the city. All that spiritual. And so when we don't understand, see, and that's what, again, Leviathan brings not just sexual lust, but the lust of persons, places, and things. So a lot of people was in a country town, I want to go to the big city.
The big city, bright lights.
You see what I'm saying? The bright lights.
Yeah.
All that, because Leviathan also represents deception too. So all that deception, and a lot of us just ran out, because all we had was the Bible. But we still didn't know the real deal behind that. But the Bible is a tool of Leviathan, as all religious books are tools of Leviathan, especially against us. And so we ended up where we at now. We kept believing and hoping and trying to change Caucasian people, and they kept Leviathan sending fake black people, that fake liberators, fake saviors. And you got to get in the system and change it from the inside. All that crap we went through for decades, and look where we at now. Now we at the end, where now America, which been using its political religious structure to dethrone us mentally, spiritually, economically, and all of that. And now I'm hearing that cry now. Now they seeing. But what happens is you can't get lost in the word. Okay, Democrat, Republican, these are just words.
Yeah.
But about the people that's representing the name is very much important. So even though people try to dance around race, you still have to look at it that these are Caucasian people who their ruling individuals keep coming up with these crazy rules and laws to lock us out of what we're supposed to have. So once you snap out of religion, which keeps telling you to forgive people and let them rock, and maybe they'll change it, all you're doing is giving them more chances to harm you, which is what the system does, what its creators nature is. When you make laws, no matter where you go in the world, laws are made and based on the nature, the heart, mind, and soul of the lawmakers, and whatever deity or deities that they're worshiping. So when you in America, we see the rules are very biased and deadly, and people, getting shot and killed by so-called public servants, and a lot of them get off. Jury is mixed. They don't. All these different things, even in the music industry. Now that.
Even with that, you're 1,000% correct. The hearts, minds, and intention, spirits of the lawmakers will create those laws. But you have some of the laws which are indeed on paper, and they can be just. But as you say, once we get to the actual examination of and applying the application of the law, it's the equality is not there. That's what the major issue. You can come up with your laws outside of anti-misogyny